Hey there, squad fam. Hope you're doing well. Learning anything can be difficult if you don't have a way to see it being implemented. This is one of the reasons I love programming, especially with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. With programming, you can actually make cool user interfaces or galaxy brain level algorithms and see it working right there. One of my favorite ways to apply what I'm thinking is by drawing it on a canvas and letting the code run. In today's video, I want to show you what a canvas is and how you can also use it. So to get started, we will create a new folder and open it up in our text editor. I personally use VS Code, but for consistency's sake, I won't use any of its advanced features, though I do recommend that you actually install it. It's very cool and it is supposed to be the top ranked code editor, text editor for 2020, according to my knowledge. So, create an index.html file and a index.js file inside this folder you created a long time ago. In your HTML document, write out the boilerplate code that you see here and head into the body tag. In the body tag, write out a script tag with the source pointing to index.js. With this, now you have your HTML ready. Now, I want to focus only on the JavaScript part instead of JavaScript and HTML, so this is all the HTML I'm going to write. Now, if you right click and click on Open with Live Server, if you don't have that, you can install the extension if you have VS Code, or else you can just click Open in browser if you're using Sublime Text, or you can just open this in your file explorer and click on the index.html. It'll open in the browser. Let's head to the JavaScript. For now, we can write out a console. I will write out hello and see it work. As you can see, hello got printed onto my DevTools. But for now, we don't want to do this. Let's start with first creating a canvas. That you can do by doing var canvas equals document.createElement canvas. With this, you have actually created an element. And now let's put this element into our body. That you can do by writing document.body.append or append child canvas. Now if you save this and refresh your page, in your element section you should see a canvas. Let's give this canvas a width of whatever the window's width is, and the height is same. Canvas.width equals inner width, and canvas.height equals inner height. That way our canvas will occupy the whole screen instead of just a small segment. We also want to keep smaller variables to reference our canvas's width and height so that we don't have to type all this. So we can make variable xlimit as canvas.width and variable ylim as canvas.height. Now with that done, we are almost on our way to starting to write things onto the canvas. But first, we need to bring in what context we will be using to write onto the canvas. There are generally two contexts, one is 2D and one is 3D. So let's store the context in the variable C. This is not good measures, but it is fine. And we write canvas.getContext, right inside it 2D. With this, we are actually ready. And let's try printing out something. C.beginPath. This function is like putting your pen down onto the paper and then C dot close path is pulling your pen back up. So in between these two, we can do C dot arc, and the first two inputs will be the position. I'll give it 100 and 100 pixels. The third is radius, which will be 20. You can put whatever you want. And then the start angle, I want it to start from 0 and go to 360 degrees, which in radians you can write as math.pi star 2. Math.pi means 180 degrees in radians. And then the direction it should form the circle is false. If you save this, you'll see that nothing actually is made, because you only said that there is supposed to be an arc. You didn't say draw the arc. So let's make a fill, C dot fill, and you'll see a circle. If you want to do just the outline, you can write stroke, and you'll get just the outline. So this is how you can write a code to make a circle, and if you want, all you have to do is copy and paste this many times with different values. If you want to see proper results, I'll give it different y values. And as you can see, there are 3 circles, but there's this interesting line that is being formed. That forms because we didn't tell it to pick the pen back up. So if we put these two things in between all of them with the begin part, so that we also tell it to pull the pen back into the paper, we basically made 3 proper circles. And now let's get on with making other shapes that we can. So the only other 2 proper shapes that we can make are line and rectangle. So let's try a line first. For that we need 2 XY points, which are where to start from and where to end the line. So first you move to a point, and then you line to a point, and then you have to stroke it. And as you can see, there is a line, and you can make it anywhere you want. If I change it to 200, 200, it goes to 200, 200. And then the third shape you can do is c.rect, which takes 4 arguments, which is x and y position, and width, and height. As you can see, we have a square. Alright, so these are basic drawings, but if you want to make something complex like an animation, what you need to do is create a loop that does not become infinite, that we have control over. And you do that by doing this. Create a function, I'll call it Annie, as animate, and inside of it, request animation frame. And you request the animation frame using the function Annie, so you call it inside. Now if you run this, you'll see absolutely nothing happening except for the square that vanished. Now let's create a position x equals 100, and then create a velocity v of x equals 1. What we will be doing is we will be drawing a circle and making it move along the x direction. X, 100, let's make the radius 10, and let's make it a proper circle. False. And let's draw it out. C dot close path. Oh, also we need to do x plus equals v of x. And we also need to do c dot fill. Now you'll see a moving line. What you might be wondering is, why is this a line and not a circle moving around? That is because it is drawing on top of the previous circles. For that, we need to clear every single frame, our screen. So you do that by c dot clear rectangle 0, 0, x limit and y limit. With this, you can actually see a proper circle running around. Now, if you want it to move around also in the y direction, all you have to do is create a variable y. And give it 100. And then you can make variable v in y direction as 1. Now it can go diagonally if I put this here, and if I make y plus equals v of y. So with this, we have learned how to animate things in a canvas and draw things in a canvas, and also to clear the canvas.